Welcome to the Explainer. Let's just dive right in, shall we? If you've ever stared at a European train ticket, or maybe an international flight itinerary, and felt that sudden, familiar jolt of panic because the departure time looked way more like an advanced math equation than a time of day, well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're setting the stage for decoding the ultimate traveler's survival guide. We are mastering the 24-hour clock. By the end of this explainer, you're going to read those international transit schedules like an absolute pro. Zero second guessing. So, be honest. Have you ever actually shown up for a flight 12 hours early or, yikes, for worse, 12 hours late? It sounds almost impossible, right? Until you realize the fatal flaw of our standard everyday 12-hour clock. The fundamental problem is that it splits our day into two identical halves. If someone just hands you a timetable that says 7 o'clock and totally forgets to label it, you literally have absolutely no idea if that means you should be waking up for breakfast or sitting down for dinner. Without explicitly stating AM for the morning or PM for the afternoon and night, you're completely in the dark. And that ambiguity, oh, that is a traveler's worst nightmare. Now, the perfect solution to all this AM/PM confusion is what I like to call the no-nonsense clock, the 24-hour system. Instead of resetting at noon, it simply starts at 0000 for midnight and counts all the way up to 2400, which is the following midnight. So why do we use it? Well, mostly because there is zero AM or PM needed. This is exactly why timetables for trains, planes, and the military globally rely on this specific system. It practically guarantees that no one accidentally boards a flight at 3 a.m. when they really meant to fly out at 3 p.m. It completely eliminates the guesswork. Section 1. The secret code, how to convert like a pro. Okay. Think of this little math trick as your personal secret code for conquering literally any international itinerary. If you want to convert from your everyday 12-hour time over to the 24-hour format, just ask yourself one single question. Is it AM or PM? Step 1, if it's AM, you honestly do almost nothing. The number stays exactly the same, you just write it using 4 digits. So 8 AM simply becomes 0800. But step 2 is where the magic really happens. If it's PM, all you got to do is add 12 to the hours. That's literally it. So say your train leaves at 4 p.m. You just take that 4, add 12, and boom, your ticket is going to say 1600. 4 plus 12 is 16. Super simple, right? All right, now let's throw it in reverse. What if you're standing there looking at a departure board and the numbers are already in the 24-hour format? Step 1, look at the number. Is it 13 or higher? If it is, just subtract 12 and you instantly know it's PM. For example, if you see 1700 up on the board, take 17, subtract 12, and you get 5. So that's 5 p.m. Step 2 is honestly even easier. If the number is 12 or lower, you don't do any math at all. It's simply morning time, AM. So 0900 is just 9 a.m. Add 12 for the afternoon, subtract 12 if it's over 13. You officially have the code. Section 2, Dodging Common Mistakes. The Midnight and Noon Traps. You know, the absolute biggest point of confusion for travelers usually lies in two exact moments: noon and midnight. Let's look at 12 a.m., midnight. In the 24-hour clock, midnight is the start of a brand new day. It's a total reset. So it doesn't become 24, it actually becomes 0000. It resets all the way back to 0. Now look at 12 p.m., noon. Even though it has a p.m. attached to it in our normal system, you do not add 12 to it. Noon stays exactly as 1200. So just remember, midnight is all zeros and noon stays 12. If you keep those two little exceptions in your back pocket, you are absolutely golden. Section 3. Real-world travel tests. Beat the clock. Okay, test time. Here is your very first scenario. Let's say your friend Maya's flight departs at 16:15. You're staring at the airport monitor, and there it is, 16:15. I want you to think about our secret code for a second. The number is 13 or higher. So what time is this on a normal 12-hour clock? Go ahead, do the math in your head. Got it? The answer is 4:15 p.m. How did we get there? Well, we used the reverse code. The number 16 is higher than 13, so we simply subtract 12. 16 minus 12 gives us 4. And hey, the minutes always stay exactly the same. So Maya's flight takes off at 4:15 in the afternoon. Beautifully done. Let's try going the other way now. We have Lucas's soccer practice scheduled for 5:30 p.m. But let's say his coach uses a highly organized 24-hour digital schedule for the team app. What is the coach going to type into that schedule? Remember our golden rule for PM times? The coach is going to write 17:30. Because we see PM, we immediately know we have to use our add 12 trick. We take the hour, which is 5, and we add 12 to it. 5 plus 12 is 17. We keep the 30 minutes exactly as they are. So 5:30 p.m. translates perfectly to 17:30 on the digital schedule. All right, I'm going to throw one final curveball your way just to test your knowledge of those common mistakes we covered earlier. Imagine you step off a plane, exhausted, and you look at your ticket for a connecting bus. The departure time literally says 0005. What time is that? It's 12:05 a.m., literally just 5 minutes past midnight. The really crucial point to remember here is that midnight is the Great Reset. Whenever you see those double zeros at the very start of a time format, it always indicates the very first hour of a brand new day. Midnight resets to 00, making 0005 exactly 12:05 in the morning. And you know, this brings us right back to why this all matters so much. As the old travel adage goes, timetables for trains, planes, and the military use this so no one accidentally boards a flight at 3 a.m. instead of 3 p.m. When you're dealing with really high-stakes travel, we're talking non-refundable international flights or super tight train connections in unfamiliar countries, there is absolutely no room for ambiguity. The 24-hour clock isn't just some quirky, different way to tell time. It's a logical necessity strictly designed to protect you from incredibly stressful and, let's face it, very expensive mistakes. So, here's my question for you. Where will your new secret code take you on your next adventure? You are now officially an empowered, clock-mastering traveler. The next time you book a ticket to a foreign city, are you going to let the departure board intimidate you, or will you read it exactly like a local? Safe travels, everyone, and we'll catch you on the next explainer.